Hello and good day to all TVians, broadcasters, and billion coin community at large. I am Ibrahim Kareem, your motivational broadcaster, bringing to you tales of inspiration, broadcasts to cheer us all up and to encourage us all in our business of bringing abundance to humanity. So today we are continuing the journey post our redemption period. I've been going through the admin's article on our blog, and I found a very, very interesting one, which I felt I ought to share with everyone. As I said previously, I'm aware that many of us don't even bother reading the blog for updates, talk less of reading the archives for historical articles. So the one I came across today was titled SW, SW. Most of you will be unaware of what this is, as I was to initially. It's a code our admin used to protect the content of the article, so to say. Anyway, it's a code I will explain to you all shortly. SW, SW. What does it mean? For those of us who've read the article, we would straight away know what it means. But for the greater majority of us that haven't bothered, now will they ever bother? I will put you out of your mystery shortly. So the full article is actually SW, 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 and the S curve. Lots of S's today. So what is this code? It is, get your pens ready. No, you don't need a pen for it. It's not that long. It's simple that some will, some won't. So what? I'll repeat. Some will, some won't. So what? Now you say, what's the meaning of that? It's simple. The admin is trying to tell us here that no matter the things we do and all our recruitment drives, all our invitations, trying to go on membership drives to increase our membership base. Even if you do it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year, the 12 months of the year, if you don't sleep, if you don't eat, and you continue trying to win people over onto the abundance community for the greater upliftment of humanity in order to abolish poverty, that some people, some won't, some will. So what? So that means you may invite 10 people, because so to say, and 2 of them will probably listen to your call, accept the gospel that you are preaching, and 8, or let's say 6, would reject it outrightly, and the other 2 might wait and see, probably still not sure, biding their time, and they might need further assistance, to understand, and or probably further cajoling to win them around. So after that, you think you can't win everything. And another way to put it is that win some, lose some. There is no way under the sun you will win everything. So if we have this at the back of our mind, every time we go out there, every time we reach out to people, we'll be the better for it. When you know your averages, then you won't be so disappointed. Not everyone can be, even if you inviting them. Even when Jesus invited the people, when Muhammad invited people, when Moses called them unto salvation, not everybody agreed. So, and this one is an economic salvation we are calling people to. Nonetheless, we don't need everyone to accept. That would be a miracle in itself. We just need about 1 billion and we'll be good to go. Roughly 1/7 of the world population. That would be enough for us, I'm sure. So let us ride on with what the admin has to remind us today. Our objective in TBC is to gather 1 billion members as fast as we can. From a marketing point of view, we can break the S curve into 4 parts: infancy, concentration, momentum, and stability. The admin says we have passed the infancy stage here in TBC. What does SWSW mean? So I've explained before, some will, some won't. So what? Every offer, mark that word, every offer in the world experiences SW, SW, SW. Our invitation to receive a gift of redeemable cookies valued at over 1 ounce of gold is no different. A quick reminder to all of us today that the Bitcoin that is today selling for $8,000 per one Bitcoin. At its inception, it was going for less than $10. In fact, started off as everything would at $1 then, and people were invited. Many people were invited, were appealed to, but so many people refused, and so many people disbelieved, and so many people turned down the offer. I'm sure some of us listening to me today were among those invited to Bitcoin. I wasn't. Let's be clear about that. If I had, I would be a billionaire today. I would have believed, but I wasn't. So you can see now how those who didn't, of part of our SW, those who didn't then must be biting themselves with big regrets now. And if they could turn back the hands of the clock, well, I'm sure they and everyone would buy up whatever Bitcoin was offering them, whatever Satoshi was offering us then. I myself, if I had that opportunity all over again, my Lord, will I go and borrow to buy up all the Bitcoins on offer? But it's too late to cry over spilt milk. Anyway, let's move forward. Forget about Bitcoin. That one has come and gone. Other things are out there. Other things are still available. Part of which is our billion coin. So the point to the so what of our code is to not get hung up on those that fall into some won't. Place all your attention on those that belong to the some will category of this code. The only value of the some won't category is the search for ways to improve our approach in order to reduce the number in that category. As I said earlier, if you invite 10 people and 2 accept the call outrightly, and 6 reject outrightly 2, leaving only 2 that are still sitting on the fence and saying that, well, hold on, let me talk to my wife, let me talk to my husband, or let me think about it, or call me back later, whatever euphemism they use for you. That well, let's wait until payday, or loan me the money. The fact is that some of those in these 2 category of those who are still dithering and sitting on the wall can be won over later into the category of the sum will, increasing your stakes to 4. That is when you've improved your call. So, continuing with the admin's article, is trying to educate us here that the only value of the sum won't category is the search for ways to improve our approach in order to reduce the numbers in that category. Outside of that, very little attention should be given to those falling into the some won't camp. For example, if you invite 10 people to receive the gift and 2 of them accept it, you should see the victory of how you have helped 2 people improve their lives. And certainly should not feel disappointed about the 8 that decline the gift. Don't take what the 8 did in this example personally. No, it's not about you. They are not rejecting you. They are possibly too not rejecting the gift or the coin. Most of them are just not ready or aware or enlightened enough. So don't take what the 8 rejectors do personally. So what should be the attitude, your attitude about them? Yes, some will, some won't. So what? Yes, that's what you do. I don't care. Like, I don't care. I'm not bothered. And just move on. Move on to the next project and move on to the next 10. So if you do 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, and 2, 2, 2, 2, 2 are accepting as a somewhat, by the end of the day, when you do 100, you got 20 accepting. Fellow Tibetians, that's a very, very good odd. Very, very good odd. So the human tendency to count losses needs to be overcome with an attitude adjustment. Always, I repeat, always stay positive. Improvement comes out in a positive state of mind. The admin will have more to say on SW, 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 but now the talk is about the S curve. The S curve represents the adoption rate over time. Our objective in TBC is to gather 1 billion members as fast as we can. From a marketing point of view, we can break the S-curve into 4 parts: infancy, concentration, momentum, and stability. Obviously, as reiterated by the admin, we have passed the infancy stage now in TBC. We had quite a bumpy road during the infancy. That part is happily behind us all now. We are currently in the concentration stage, and low growth numbers are normal during this stage of development. At some point, we will hit what is called critical mass. At critical mass, the momentum stage kicks in, and that's when we will see TBC community growth at least double on a monthly basis, and we will, yes, we will experience monthly exponential growth, and many will be surprised within that stage how fast we get to our billion members. There is a misperception right now within the TBC community that we should already be in the momentum stage. That's obviously wishful thinking. The cryptocurrency frontier is only 10 years old, and that's not even one whole generation of people yet. Yes, technology and the information age do speed up adoption rates and revolutions such as ours, but people are creatures of habits, and it just takes time to change what people do. What we need right now is more members staying focused during this concentration phase. We need the effect of accumulation and not a revolving door. We are in a marathon, not a sprint. We can meet all needs right now, regardless if they are short term or long term. So let's use that means to establish a state of accumulation. Let's talk about critical mass for a moment now. Here's what that will look for us in TBC. We will have at least 100,000 viewing send button meetings every week being done in about 20 or more languages. The 24-hour, 7-day broadcast will be several pages a day of backup shows, and anyone around the world could tune in live to participate in their native tongue at their convenience. Every show will have guest interviews of members sharing their personal cash flow stories. And now TBC has changed their lives for the better. Host of these shows will be knowledgeable to answer any question that comes up in the chat area of the show. These shows become like a non-stop electric car current that everyone can plug into at their convenience. It won't matter what time of day it is or what part of the world someone is in. At their convenience, they can plug in. Community morale will be very high because of it. A Me Too effect will kick in. People all around the world will be getting TBC invitations from multiple friends, and people don't like the feeling of being left out. Critical mass will be the natural result. The moment of critical mass is so explosive, it can be pinpointed down to a single day. The funny thing is, we already have enough members right now to create this moment of critical mass. We just lack the concentrated focus of the community to make it happen today. Wow. Did we all get that? We are lacking the concentrated focus of the community to make it happen today. So it can happen anytime. Let us be ready for it. It takes a single incident to trigger the moment of critical mass. Are you ready? Are we ready? Now back to the code SW, SW, SW. We have about 10,000 people a day signing up right now. That's very exciting. Sponsors need to improve on the transitions of invitations. Inviting people to receive the gift is just the first invitation in a series. Next is the invitation to complete the profile in our Kringle back office. The most important invitations are listed out on the dashboard of the back office. We need to focus our concentration on the 5-day plan to duplicate success. Duplication will bring us to the moment of critical mass, and momentum will become a smooth ride for all. The admin is appealing to all sponsors to use all the tools in their Kringle back office, like the invitation tool. The invitation tool keeps track of what your sign-ups do. Again, and lastly now, the code SWSWSW applies to each invitation. If you are following directions carefully and you have done your best, then put your full attention on those that fall into the some will category and celebrate the victories that lead to duplication. Millions of unpaid TBC members will wake up during the momentum stage and suddenly claim they have always been excited about TBC and will pay the admin fee and complete their profiles and all the other steps. These unpaid members are like the gunpowder being stored up, and the spark that comes from hitting critical mass will light them all up into an ongoing explosion of community growth. So, like been said by the admin, we already have enough members to create this critical mass. We are just inviting us all to be more focused and to concentrate all of our efforts in making this explosive moment happen. That is my message for today. Thank you all for listening to my broadcast. Hope you have enjoyed today's broadcast. If you have, please subscribe to my channel and click the like button. If there's any question that has arisen from our broadcast, or there's any other question you will want to discuss, please let me know and I would hurry to address it in the next broadcast. Thank you for your time and God bless. My name, as usual, is Ibrahim Kareem.